Pisces, this is your forecast for the month of March 2018. This is a general reading for Pisces Sun, Pisces Rising, or Pisces Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. Now, the third week you have a major card, the Devil card. And, you know, at the beginning of the month, maybe you were hopeful, and by this time, maybe you're getting to be a little bit pessimistic. It could be because you're just dealing with a lot of challenges, restrictions, delays. By this time, Mercury has gone retrograde. That may be throwing a wrench in your plans. For some of you, this could be, somebody trying to avoid some form of imprisonment or restriction. Somebody's trying to escape a negative situation or a negative relationship. It could be an abusive relationship. Somebody could be trying to get the get out of jail card. But this could also be trying to avoid some negative habits, some chronic conditions, or some self-limiting thinking. Maybe you're trying to remain optimistic and avoid depression or pessimism. There's something, perhaps an unhappy choice. You're hoping that you don't have to make a decision that you don't want to make. And, this could be a week where you feel a little bit stuck. You're confined because of something. Maybe somebody's being very, could be cruel, or perhaps, somebody's passions are out of control. So you're having to face yourself as far as your own temptations. What is it that there's a tendency to give into, and perhaps you're trying to avoid that. Now, somebody could be acting like the devil. Somebody could be lying and stealing and cheating, and those could be issues. Could be somebody is very concerned with the material, with money, with power, with sex. This could be very destructive energy this week if it's not channeled properly. Because you feel very determined about something, and you may be convincing yourself that whatever you do is the right thing to do, because that's what you want. It serves your agenda, your purpose, and you've got, a lot of ability to influence other people this week to see things your way, whether it's the right way or not. So you're going to have to really maintain your sense of integrity and decency this week. It could be that this is something small. Maybe you're giving in to petty temptations, the temptation to waste time, or perhaps someone is tempted to steal something. Maybe you have an obligation that you have to live up to. Maybe an obligation to relocate or to travel. Maybe this is a strong focus on business this week, and you're coming up with some business strategies, and you're getting some guidance about that, or you're offering that. Whatever it is, your instincts are running high this week. Emotionally and materially, concerns are, at the forefront, and your survival attached to those. And so again, you could be going down the right path or the wrong path. And, this could be a week where maybe, somebody's being selfish, or somebody feels guilty. But fortunately, this could be a week where you are getting down to business. And there are some opportunities that you are taking advantage of. You're coming up with some strategies, and there's some good luck. So, because you are being very creative and clever and ingenious. You're coming up with some ideas. Maybe you were facing something unsettling. And again, the star says, who can you be? How can you overcome this? Can you understand the lesson behind this? And the devil allows you to think up something that saves you from a negative situation, and probably by the skin of your teeth. So for others of you, you are putting your faith in something that's not warranted, and you're pushing the boundaries. You're pushing things too far, and now you're going to have to pay for that. So this could be a week where you really need to be practical. You need to use your common sense. You need to keep your faith and your optimism, but you need to be more grounded in that. You need to make sure that you're not taking on more than you're really capable of, that you're not in the quest for something that is rooted in a negative motivation, needing personal recognition or trying to achieve in ways that are destructive. Now, some of your goals, this week you're very insightful and you know how to achieve your purpose because you can look at the people involved in your circle and you know which ones are, to your advantage to connect to, and which other people you just simply, they're bad news. So you understand the motivation and the intention of others. Now, this is a week where you may be avoiding something because you are procrastinating. This card strongly ties to Saturn, and Saturn rules time. And time may be a challenge for you this week. You could be dealing with delays or challenges. You may be dealing with things from the past. Again, this Mercury retrograde is going to bring up the past. You could be dealing with an ex, a parent, authority figures, older people, obligations, things that are difficult for you to work through. They create some kind of stumbling block. But again, the star is offering this up as an opportunity to increase your personal level of achievement. Now, you're having to make sure that, you're not harming yourself by procrastinating, by taking some foolish risks. You may be using that Seven of Swords to scheme or cut some corners, or you're doing something kind of sneaky, and that ends up creating a negative circumstance for you. Again, the devil is all about your desires, and you may be very focused on your desires. You may want to be desired, and yet you are battling with yourself. The smaller shadow part of yourself is having a conversation with your higher self, and the lower self is saying, is operating from a fear-based concept. Are they trying to use me? Are they trying to exploit me? Are they trying to get over on me? Are they trying to steal from me? What do they want from me? And so, you may close off to certain things because you have a fear of being used. Or you feel like other people are going to put too many demands on you. They're going to want too much from you. And this is also a week, again, that centers on your desires and your temptation. And you may be tempted to excess, to go too far, to do too much, and in destructive ways. You may be, you may push beyond your limits. So again, you may be mistaking a no-win situation for a challenge. So the star and the devil are working in tandem. Is this worthy, or is this a waste of time? And you're having to look at that. Now, you may be getting some guidance this week, possibly from your intuition, tapping into that star card, listening to your spirit guides, opening to your intuition. And if you can't tap into it, you need to be seeking some direction from somewhere else. But you are definitely exploring your own inner psyche this week. Hey, before you go, don't forget to visit my website blog for the daily tarot card of the day.